Stage 4, paragraph page 295. And our last headword was one another. Newer type of lesson. Okay,
Hmm.
so let's start with
Okay.
revision. Ready?
Ready.
Okay, here we go. Tell me one use of to be going to. Tell me one use of to be going to, please. One use of to be
One
going
use.
to,
Uh,
of
one
to be
use
going to,
of to be going
is
to
to say what we
is
think
to say
will
what we
happen,
think
will
what
happen
happen will
because of
happen
something
because of
we
something
know now.
we know now.
Very good. Okay, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? You're
You
going
are
to
going to
open
open
your
your
book.
book.
Very good. Do you think it's going to rain soon? Do you think it's going to rain soon? Yes or no?
No,
I
I
I
don't
don't think
think
it's going to
it's
rain
going
soon.
to rain soon.
Tell me another use of to be going to. Tell me another use of to be going to, please. Another use
Another
of to
use
be going
of
to
to be going
is to
to
speak about
is to speak about
our future intention. Our future intention.
our future intention.
Very good. What are you going to do after the lesson? What are you going to do after the lesson? I'm going to.
I'm going to have lunch after the lesson.
Very good. Okay, made me hungry. Okay. Are you going to watch television this evening? Are you going to watch television this evening? Yes or no?
Yes,
I'm
I'm going
going
to
to
watch
watch
television
television
this
this.
evening.
Well, what are you going to have for your dinner this evening? What are you going to have for your dinner this evening? I'm going
I'm
to
going
have.
to have curry and rice for
Ah,
my dinner this evening.
delicious. Are you going to come here again tomorrow? Are you going to come here again tomorrow? Yes or no?
Yes, I'm
I'm
going to
going.
come here again tomorrow.
I'll see you then. Okay, what kind of things do you enjoy doing most of all? What kind of things do you enjoy doing most of all? The kind of things
The kind
I
of thing
enjoy doing. I enjoy
doing, I enjoy
doing most of
doing
all
most of all
are
are watching television
and
and going to the cinema.
very good. Do you always enjoy your weekends? Do you always enjoy your weekends? Yes or no?
Yes, I
I
always
enjoy
enjoy
my weekends.
my weekends.
Do you enjoy going to museums? Do you enjoy going to museums? Yes or no?
Yes,
I
I
enjoy
enjoy
going to
going
museums.
museums.
Do young children enjoy bedtime stories? Do young children enjoy bedtime stories? Yes,
Yes,
young
young
children
children
enjoy
enjoy
bedtime
bedtime
stories.
stories.
Very good. What's this? What's this? It's a hole.
It's a hole.
What kind of hole do we find in a door? What kind of hole do we find in a door? We find a
We
keyhole
find a
in a door.
keyhole in a door.
Have you got a hole in your pocket? Have you got a hole in your pocket? Yes or no?
Yes,
I've
I've
got a hole
got a hole in
in
my
my pocket.
pocket.
Very good. Is it stupid to believe everything people tell you? Is it stupid to believe everything people tell you? Yes, it's
Yes,
stupid to
it's
believe
stupid to believe
everything people tell
everything
you.
people tell you.
Which do you think are more intelligent, cats or dogs? Which do you think are more intelligent, cats or dogs? I think
I think dogs
are
are more
more intelligent
intelligent
than.
than cats.
Very good. What's another word for intelligent? What's another word for intelligent? Another word
Another
for
word of
intelligent
intelligence
is clever.
is clever.
Very good. Okay, next. What am I? Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? You're pushing
You are
against the book.
pushing against a book.
What the? Who does your country play football against? Who does your country play football against? My country
My
plays
country
football
plays
against.
football against England.
Very good. Is the chair against the wall? Is the chair against the wall? Yes or no? The
No, the
chair
chair
isn't
isn't
against the wall.
against the
It's
wall.
near the wall.
It's near the wall.
Very good. Okay, what's the past participle of the verb to go? What's the past participle of the verb to go? The past
The
participle
past
of the verb to
participle of the
go
verb to
is
go
gone.
is gone.
What are the three forms of go? What are the three forms of go? The three
The three
forms of
forms of
go are
go
go,
are
went, gone.
go, went, gone.
Very good. What's the difference between these two sentences? Mr. Brown has been to Scotland and Mr. Brown has gone to Scotland. What's the difference between these two sentences? Mr. Brown has been to Scotland and Mr. Brown has gone to Scotland. The difference
The
between
difference
those
between
two
those
sentences
two
is
sentences,
that the first
Mr.
sentence means
That first sentence
that
means
Mr. Brown
that Mr.
has
Brown
visited
has
Scotland
visited
in
Scotland
his life,
in his life,
but he is not
but
there
he
now.
is not there now.
Whereas the second
Whereas
sentence
the
means
second sentence
he is
means
in
he
Scotland.
is in Scotland.
He is not here
He
now.
is not here now.
Very good. Why can we say Mr. Brown has gone to Scotland but not I have gone to Scotland? Why can we say Mr. Brown has gone to Scotland but not I have gone to Scotland? We can say
We can
Mr.
say
Brown
Mr.
has
Brown
gone to
has
Scotland
gone to
but
Scotland,
not I
but
have
not
gone to Scotland.
I have not
I have
I
gone to
I
Scotland
have gone to Scotland
because I
because
have gone to
I have
Scotland
gone to
means
Scotland
I
means
am not here
I
now,
am not here
which
now,
is impossible.
which is impossible.
Very good. Do you know anybody who keeps birds at home? Do you know anybody who keeps birds at home? Yes or no?
Yes, I
I know
know
somebody who
somebody
keeps birds
who
at
keeps
home.
birds at home.
When people go on holiday, do they generally prefer to fly or go by train? When people go on holiday, do they generally prefer to fly or go by train? When people
When
go on
people
holiday,
go on
they
holiday,
generally
they
prefer
generally
to
prefer to fly
than to go by train.
than to go by train.
Wait, can a bird fly quicker than a plane? Can a bird fly quicker than a plane? No. A bird
No,
can't
a
fly
bird
quicker
can't fly
than a
quicker than
plane.
a
It
plane.
flies slower
It flies
than a
slower
plane.
than a plane.
Can a chicken fly? Can a chicken fly? Yes, a
Yes,
chicken
a
can fly,
chicken can fly,
but not
but
very far.
not very far.
Yeah, until KFC only. Okay, next. Have, have, have you ever dreamt you could fly? Have you ever dreamt you could fly? Yes or no?
Yes,
I've
I've
sometimes dreamt
sometimes dreamt
I could fly.
I could fly.
Yeah, me too. Okay. What's the difference between thick and fat? What's the difference between thick and fat? The difference
The
between
difference between
thick
thick
and
and
fat
fat
is that we
is
use
that
thick
we use
for
thick
things
for
and
things
fat
and
for
fat
people and
for
animals.
people and animals.
Right? Are you fatter than your mother? Are you fatter than your mother? Yes or no?
No,
I'm
I'm
not
not fatter
fatter
than
than
my
my
mother.
I'm thinner than
I'm
she
thinner
is.
than she is.
Who's the thinnest person in your family? Who's the thinnest person in your family? My
My husband
is the
is the
thinnest
thinnest
person
family
in
person in my family.
where do people generally become thinner as they become older? Do people generally become thinner as they become older? No.
No,
People don't
people
generally
don't
become
generally
thinner
become
as they
thinner
become
as
older.
they become older.
They become fatter.
They become fatter.
Oh, that's why I'm getting fat. Okay. What's the past of the verb to swim? What's the past of the verb to swim? The past
The
of the
past
verb to
of
swim
the verb to
is
swim
swum.
is swam.
Did you swim last summer? Did you swim last summer? Yes or no?
No,
I
I
didn't
didn't swim
swim.
last summer.
Very good. What is the past simple and the past participle of the verb to lose? What is the past simple and the past participle of the verb to lose? The past
The
simple
past
and the past
simple and the
participle
past
of the
participle
verb to lose
is
of the verb to
of
lose
the verb to
is
lose
lost.
is lost.
Very good. Have you ever lost your way in a large city? Have you ever lost your way in a large city? Yes or no?
Yes,
I've
I've
sometimes
sometimes
lost my way
lost my
in a
way
large
in a
city.
large city.
Have you ever lost anything worth a lot of money? Have you ever lost anything worth a lot of money? Yes or no?
Yes,
I've
I've
lost
sometimes lost
something
something
worth a lot of
worth
money.
a lot of money.
Very good. What's the difference between each other and one another? What's the difference between each other and one another? The difference
The
between
difference
each
between
other
each
and one
other
another
and one
is
another is
that we
that
generally use
we generally
each
use
other
each
for two
other
people or
for two
things
people or things,
and one another
where when one
for
another
more than two people
for more
or
than
things.
two people or things.
Very good. Give me an example. Give me an example, please. You and I
You and
are
I
speaking to each
are
other.
speaking to
To
each other.
the students speak
The students
to one
speak
another
to one
after the
another
lesson.
after the lesson.
Do we look at each other during the lesson? Do we look at each other during the lesson? Yes, we look
Yes,
at each
we
other
look at each other
during the
during the
lesson.
lesson.
Do we shake hands with each other at the beginning of the lesson? Do we shake hands with each other at the beginning of the lesson? No, we don't
No,
shake
we
hands
don't shake
at the
hands
beginning
at
of
the
the lesson
beginning of the lesson.
with each other.
We one
With each other.
with each other.
Very good. Okay. Do your country and England play football against each other? Do your country and England play football against each other? Yes or no?
Yes,
My
my
country and
country
England
and England
play
play
football
football
against each other.
against each other.
Very good. Do Italy, Germany, Russia, and England play football against one another? Do Italy, Germany, Russia, and England play football against one another? Yes.
Yes,
Italy, Germany,
Italy,
Russia,
Germany,
and England
Russia, and
play
England
football
play
against
football
one another.
against one another.
Right. Do the countries of Europe do business with one another? Do the countries of Europe do business with one another? Yes. The
Yes,
countries of
the
Europe
countries of Europe
do business with
do
one
business
another.
with one another.
Which language do the students speak to one another in after the lesson? Which language do the students speak to one another in after the lesson? The students speak
The students
to one
speak
another in
to one another in Japanese
after the
after the
lesson.
lesson.
Very good. And that's the end of our revision. Very good. Very fast. Let's have new work. Very good. Okay, repeat. To be able.
To be able,
I'm able, was able,
un-
been able.
unable, was
Was able,
able,
been able.
being able.
Very good. Okay, listen. The past of can is could. Can, could. But the word can or the verb can has no future. Okay, therefore we use the verb to be able and say I will be able. The three forms of to be able are I'm able, was able, and being able. Okay, let's practice. What's the past of can? What's the past of can? The past of
The
can
past of
is could.
can is could.
What's the future of can? What's the future of can? Can has no
Can has
future.
no future.
Therefore, we use the verb
Therefore, we use the verb
be able
be
and
able
say I will be
and say
able.
I will be able.
Wait, what's the infinitive of can? What's the infinitive of can? Can has no
Can
infinitive.
has no infinitive.
Therefore, we use
Therefore, we
to
use
be able.
to be able.
Very good. What are the three forms of be able? What are the three forms of be able? The three
The
forms
three
of
forms
be
of
able
to be able
are I'm
are
able, was
able,
able,
was
been
able,
able.
being able.
Very good. Were you able to speak English a few years ago? Were you able to speak English a few years ago? Yes or no?
Yes,
I was
I was
able to
able to
speak
speak
English a
English
few years
a few
ago.
years ago.
Are you able to reach this book without standing up? Are you able to reach this book without standing up? No, I'm not
No,
able
I'm not
to
able
reach that book
to read that book
without standing up.
without standing up.
Will you be able to speak English well if you study a lot? Will you be able to speak English well if you study a lot? Yes, I'll be
Yes,
able
I'll be
to
able
speak
to speak
English well
English
if
well
I study a lot.
if I study a lot.
But have you been able to answer all the questions I have asked you without too much difficulty? Have you been able to answer all the questions I have asked you without too much difficulty? Yes,
Yes,
I have.
I will have
I was
been,
able
I would
to
be
answer
able to
all
answer
the question you've
all the
asked me
questions you've asked me
without too much difficulty.
without too much
Very good. Next,
difficulty.
difficulty. Very good. Next, repeat the factory.
Factory.
Very good. Okay, listen. Factory is a noun. A factory makes things like cars, computers, pens, etc. Let's practice. Tell me the names of some things that we make in factories. Tell me the names of some things that we make in factories, please. The names of
The
some
names
things
of
that
something
we make
that
in
we make
factories
in
are
a factory are
cars, pens,
cars,
etc.
pens, etc.
Do you think work in a factory can be pleasant? Do you think work in a factory can be pleasant? Yes or no?
No,
I
I
don't
don't
think
think
work in a factory
work in a
can be
factory
pleasant.
can be pleasant.
Very good. Next, repeat ordinary.
Ordinary.
Very good. Okay, listen. Ordinary is an adjective. It means normal. For example, when we are at home, we don't wear uniforms. We only wear ordinary clothes. Soldiers always wear uniforms at work. They don't wear ordinary clothes. Let's practice. Do soldiers wear ordinary clothes? Do soldiers wear ordinary clothes? No.
No,
Soldiers don't
soldiers
wear
don't
ordinary
wear
clothes.
ordinary clothes.
They wear
They
uniforms.
wear uniforms.
Very good. Next, repeat. Paint. Paint.
Paint.
Very good. Okay, listen. Paint is a verb. To paint is to make a picture or to draw and color with colors. Some examples of painters are Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, etc. Okay, let's practice. Can you paint? Can you paint? Yes or no?
No, I
I can't
can't
paint.
paint.
Me neither. Very good. Okay, next repeat. Hotel.
Hotel.
Stay.
Stay.
Stay. Very good. Listen, hotel is a noun. It is a building where you pay to have a room to sleep in. For example, the Imperial Hotel, the Peninsula Hotel. When we go to another country for a holiday, we sleep in a hotel or stay in a hotel. We stay in a hotel for 2 or 3 days. Okay, let's practice. How much does it cost to stay in an ordinary hotel for one night in your town? How much does it cost to stay in an ordinary hotel for one night in your town? It costs about
It costs about 10,000 yen
to stay in an
to stay
ordinary
in
hotel
ordinary
for
hotel
one night
in one night
in my town.
in my town.
Oh, expensive. Very good. Next, repeat. Song. Song.
No, so
Very good. Okay, listen. Song is a noun. For example, we listen to songs. I listen to English songs, but I can't understand all the words when I listen to a song in English. Let's practice. Can you understand all the words when you listen to a song in English? Can you understand all the words when you listen to a song in English? No, I
no,
can't
I can't
understand all the
understand
words
all the
when I
words
listen to a
when
song
I listen to the
in
song in
English.
English.
Very good. Next, repeat. Fun.
Fun,
Funny.
funny.
Very good. Okay, listen. Fun and funny are both adjectives. When we say that something is fun, it means that we enjoy it. For example, playing football can be fun. When we say that something is funny, it means that it makes us laugh. For example, a comedy film is funny. Let's practice. What's the difference between the words fun and funny? What's the difference between the words fun and funny? The difference
The
between
difference
the
between
words
the
fun
word fun
and
and
funny is
funny
that
is
if
that
something is fun,
is something fun.
we enjoy it.
We enjoy it.
Whereas if
Whereas
something is
if
funny,
something funny,
it makes us laugh.
it makes laugh.
It makes us laugh.
It makes us laugh.
Very good. Do you sometimes go shopping with your friends at the weekend for fun? Do you sometimes go shopping with your friends at the weekend for fun? Yes or no?
Yes,
I
I
sometimes
sometimes
go shopping
do
with
go
my
shopping
friends
with my
at the
friends
weekend for
at the
fun.
weekend for fun.
Very good. What's the funniest film you've ever seen? What's the funniest film you've ever seen? The funniest film
The funniest
I've ever
film
seen
I've ever
was
seen was
Mr.
was
Bean.
Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean, very good. Okay, now let's have the three forms of some important verbs. Okay, so so this is quite a few. Repeat after me. Have,
Hmm.
had.
Have had.
Able, was able, been able.
I'm able, was able, being able.
Begin, began, begun.
Begin, began.
Know, knew, known.
No, new, no.
Swim, swam, swum.
Swim, swam.
Take, took, taken.
Take, took, taken.
Shake, shook, shaken.
Shake, shook, shaken.
Write, wrote, written.
Write, wrote, written.
Forget, forgot, forgotten.
Forget, forgot, forgotten.
Break, broke, broken.
Break, broke, broken.
Eat, ate, eaten.
eat, ate, eaten.
Very good. Okay. So those are the examples of the three forms of some important verbs that we use a lot. Another example is I eat fruit and vegetables. So that's present. Past tense is I ate fruits and vegetables yesterday. Past participle, I have eaten a lot of fruits and vegetables. Okay, let's practice. Have you had your lunch today? Have you had your lunch today? Yes or no?
No, I
I
haven't
had my
eaten.
lunch.
No, I haven't had
My
lunch
lunch
yet.
today. Very
My
good.
lunch today.
But I haven't eaten my lunch is also correct. Okay. Have you always been able to speak English as well as you speak it now? Have you always been able to speak English as well as you speak it now? Yes or no?
No,
I
I
haven't
haven't
been always
been always
to speak English
to speak
as
English
well as I
as
speak it
well
now.
as I speak now.
Very good. Has the has the autumn begun? Has autumn begun? No. Autumn
No,
hasn't
autumn
begun.
hasn't begun.
Have you ever known anybody who could speak more than five languages? Have you ever known anybody who could speak more than five languages? Yes or no?
No,
I've
I
never
haven't.
known
No,
anybody,
I
huh?
have never known
Anybody
anybody
who could speak
who could
more
speak
than
five
five languages.
more than five languages.
Very good. Okay, what's the furthest you've ever swum? What's the furthest you've ever swum? The furthest
The
I've ever
farthest
swum
I've ever swum
is
is
how many meters? 100 meters? 500? 1,000 meters?
25 meters.
25, very far. Very good. Me, I don't know how to swim. Okay. Next, repeat simply.
Sim-
Simply.
Simply.
Very good. Okay, listen. Simply is an adverb. The word simply is the synonym of only. Simply, only. For example, it isn't possible to learn English only by listening to English song. Or we can say it isn't possible to learn English simply by listening to English song. We have to read books, watch television, and study at school. Let's practice. Is it possible to learn English simply by listening to English songs? Is it possible to learn English simply by listening to English songs? No, it
No,
isn't possible
it isn't
to learn
possible
English
to learn
simply
English
by listening
simply by
to English
listening
songs.
to English songs
Very good. Next, by mistake.
by mistake.
Very good. Okay, listen. By mistake means, for example, there were three books on the table. I took one book that wasn't mine. I thought it was mine. I took the book by mistake. Okay, let's practice. Have you ever taken things that weren't yours by mistake? Have you ever taken things that weren't yours by mistake? Yes or no?
Yes,
I have sometimes
I have sometimes
taken things
taken things
that weren't mine
that weren't
by
mine
mistake.
by mistake.
Have you shaken anybody's hand today? Have you shaken anybody's hand today? Yes or no? Have you shaken?
Yes,
I have shaken
I have shaken
somebody's hand today.
somebody's hand today.
Very good.